The following Best of Central Florida program is sponsored in part by Kayaking St. Augustine, Albin Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens, Cape Crossing Resort and Marina, Dime Medical Artistry, Pontoon Landing Resort and Marina, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
Welcome to the Best of Central Florida. I am Justin Clark. I will never forget. The year was 2002. I was in law school in Boston, hanging out at the Beantown pub to be exact. A classmate comes over, introduces himself. He said he was from Orlando. I was shocked. I thought Orlando was theme parks, chain restaurants, maybe a water park or two. Who would have thought that now 20 years later, I would have lived here for 15 of them? Who would have thought I would raise my two little girls in Central Florida? Who would have thought I would fall in love with Central Florida? It's a hidden gem, great restaurants, professional sports teams, booming art scene, Makaila River, the beaches, and yes, even the theme parks. From Winter Garden to Wildwood, Dunellen to Dundee, this is the best of Central Florida. It is summertime. What better time to engage in some outdoor activities? Today we hit the top outdoor activities throughout Central Florida. Welcome as always my beautiful co-host Makaila Nichols. You're not like a gamer. You like to be outside, right?
I do, yeah.
Are you a gamer at all, be honest?
I'm not a gamer, no.
Well, the places that we all chose today are pretty awesome and in different types of places as well. I wanted to really focus on fun, something you do with the kids, and affordability. And I think we did just that today for Best Outdoor Activity.
I agree.
Are you excited? I mean, after this, I guarantee you, we're going to want to go do something outside.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, who wouldn't want to be outside right now?
It's a beautiful time. All right, here's what we're going to do. Makaila and I will visit the top 3 outdoor activities throughout Central Florida after this very short break. Makaila and I are here at Pontoon Landing Resort and Marina, the best kept secret in all of Central Florida. Would you not agree?
Oh, it is.
Chris is here, the general manager. This is Old Florida here. This is a secret. This place is beautiful. Great rooms, great suites. If you want to spend the weekend, spend a week here. But also a lot of great things to do here during the week, Chris. What all do you offer?
So we have river tours. We have pontoon boat rentals, brand new pontoons. We have, you stay in the
beautiful
rooms.
Place. What about the river tour? I mean, we have manatees literally right outside the boat here. You do river tours, right?
Yeah, we do 2 of those, 10 and 1.
Yeah.
Wednesday through Sunday, and it's a tour all the way around Pontoon Island. Go by Blue Springs.
This is Old Florida at its finest. Door to door for me, from my house, 45 minutes. I think downtown Orlando, an hour.
Yes.
Yet you feel like you're in a totally different world. How do you describe the setting?
A place like no other. This is so unique, and there's not very many places like this anymore.
You've totally upgraded the rooms and suites. They're beautiful, stunning, in fact, very comfortable. How do you describe the rooms and suites here?
They've gotten a lot of love in the last year, and it's wonderful. And we're continuing to make that investment in Pontoon to continue to keep it as a place like no other.
And you can rent this boat here. The boats are brand new, but think about the rooms and suites too. They're all so unique. This is not a cookie cutter type place to stay.
No, it was designed as a fish camp, and all the rooms are very unique. So it's not like a big hotel where you have a bunch of these cookie cutter rooms. Yeah, they're all unique.
The Dockside Deli is awesome. We're building a tiki bar. We have beer. This place is unbelievable. I'm so impressed with what you have done. Chris, congratulations on what you guys are doing here and continue to do. And I've got to tell you, if you have not been out to this area, you're making a mistake. Pontoon Landing Resort and Marina, 45 minutes from my house, not more than an hour from yours. Come out and check it out.
The following Best of Central Florida Makaila's Choice is sponsored in part by Kayaking St. Augustine, Dime Medical Artistry, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
Well, surprise, surprise, it's still summertime here in Central Florida, and honestly, I love to be outside, and I love to be by some water. So Makaila's choice for best summer activity. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna call it Mac's choice because our guest today is Mac. He's the owner of Kayaking St. Augustine. Happy to have you here.
I am so happy to be here. Thank you guys for so much. I mean, it means so much to be here.
Of course. So, I mean, obviously, let's talk about what's right in front of us before we dive into it, because it's big and it's right here. So, and this is a Hobie?
Yeah, Hobie Cat. So this is a Mirage Eclipse. So they are one of Hobie's newer products. They're very hard to get right now because of some supply chain issues. It is a pedal board. It's really close. I mean, it can be used as a pedal board, but not the best use for it. There's some really cool features with it. For example, these wonderful handlebars right here. You take them, you go ahead, and if you don't mind, I'm just gonna put them in there for a second. And then we have our Mirage that goes in right here into the center. I'm not gonna put it in there though. Boom. And the way it works is you pedal it with your feet, you control with the rudders with the handlebars, and you turn and it goes super fast and it's a lot of fun. And so we are gonna be starting tours with them in about 2 weeks. So we're really looking forward to it.
So speaking of tours, tell us a little bit about your company and why you started it.
Of course. Well, I didn't actually start it. So it was me and one of my best friends, Aiden, who sadly couldn't be here today. He's abroad getting married, so congrats to him.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Thinking about you, Aiden.
Yeah, we are, exactly. Miss you, buddy. Funny enough, it started in Poland for me. After COVID hit, me and my wife decided that we didn't want to live there anymore. We wanted a better life for our family, and we found Florida to be the best place to do that. And so I was tired of working a 9 to 5. We first moved up to my parents up near Illinois, and I met up with Aiden at a bar, and I'm like, hey, I don't ever want to work at a 9 to 5 again. Aiden's like, me neither. And so we're like, we found this listing, you know, we just packed up my Jeep, drove down here, and put it together, and that's history. And now we run the business, and it's a lot of fun.
So kayaking and paddleboards.
Yes, and pedal boards.
And pedal boards right here.
Yes.
So what exactly is like the difference? So obviously paddleboard, I'm standing and I'm kind of like running a little bit.
Exactly. And paddleboard, you're just standing on it. It's mostly core and legs and a little bit of arms while you paddle too. Pedalboards, it's mostly legs and cardio, but they go a lot faster and they require a lot less energy than a regular paddleboard.
So if I've never like done this before, because I'm sure some of our viewers are probably like, oh God, that seems a little hard. I mean, can anyone do it?
Oh yeah, anybody, absolutely. Especially with us as tour guides, you know, we are the absolute best when it comes to making sure everybody is safe and comfortable out the water.
What kind of tours do you have going on? I think you said something about sunrise?
Yes, so it's one of my favorites. We have sunrise tours that go out almost every day, weather permitting, of course, and there is nothing more beautiful than watching that beautiful amber sky grow up over the Atlantic Ocean. Just a sight to behold.
Wow. I mean, who doesn't love looking at the sun?
Exactly. I couldn't agree more.
Don't look at it long, but you know, look at it.
Well, it's those first 15 minutes.
Yeah, of course. I mean, early in the morning, and you
Yeah.
appreciate it, and you're like, all right, I saw it.
Exactly.
And you can see a lot of other things, like wildlife.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of cool wild locals out there. So obviously, I think the most popular ones are the bottlenose dolphins. That's what everybody wants to see. Obviously, we're not SeaWorld, so we can't just have them guaranteed. But with the bottlenoses, they do show up on average 9 out of 10 tours. So we see them all the time, and they're a great part of the habitat there. One of the biggest things is that they keep sharks away, and a lot of people don't know that. Big sharks are very afraid of dolphins. You know, pods of dolphins, if they see a predator like that, they'll circle him up and start punching him in the nose with their snouts, as
nice.
well as in their stomach. Yeah, making sure you stay safe. So those dolphin friends are absolutely awesome.
Wow. So do you feel safer when there's dolphins around?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That makes sense. And you have a new thing coming out in July, I think, for one of your tours?
Yep, and that's going to be our pedalboard tour. So right towards the end of July, we're going to be launching these bad boys out there. They're going to be headed right past downtown St. Augustine. So instead of being on that really busy street with all those packed tourists, you're going to hop on one of these with us. We'll get you nice and comfortable on it, and you can see the whole city just like that.
Awesome. How long am I on a tour with you usually?
So our tours range from an hour to 2 hours depending on the equipment and what it is. Kayaking tours are about 2 hours. These are going to be an hour because they're a little bit more of a workout.
Oh, Justin, what do you think?
I'm ready to go. What would it be?
Paddleboarding or pedalboarding?
I want to try this.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
See you in July.
Yeah, see you.
Well, Mac, you're absolutely fantastic, and I love the Polish shout out, of course. So do yourself a favor, go see my friend Mac at Kayaking St. Augustine, and we'll be right back with People's Choice after this short break. Here in Central Florida, it is summer all the time, and I am joined by a great friend of mine, Dr. Daniel Felling. He's the founder and owner of Dime Medical Artistry. Doctor, your background is so impressive. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm a critical care trained trauma surgeon. I've been in practice for about 3 years. From the cold north and migrated down this way for obvious reasons. But then throughout my surgical training, I developed an interest in aesthetics as well. And so I have had a goal for many years now to do what I'm doing with the spa and opening and offer a variety of procedures. And it's been a great time. We've been open for about a year. Yeah.
And you do pretty much everything under the sun over at Dime.
We do, yeah. We do a variety of things. So our goal is to be your one-stop med spa. So we do a combination of the toxins with Botox and Xeomin. We do dermal fillers. We do threads, smooth threads, and lifting threads. And then a variety of esthetician services with my esthetician we have. We do painless laser hair removal, radiofrequency microneedling. We do body contouring. We do. We're excited to offer our M-Sculpt Neo, which is a way to sort of hit the gym without hitting the gym. You've probably seen some of those clips of stimulating the muscles. It's like doing like 30,000 crunches in 30 minutes without having to go to the gym. And then you also get some tightening of the overlying tissue as well. And then we have also started a couple more kind of technical procedures that are in line with my training. So the more surgical type things with the laser liposuction and then also a neck lift procedure.
Well, doctor, thank you so much for being on. And do yourself a favor, since it is summer here all the time, go visit my dear friends at Dime Medical Artistry.
The following Best of Central Florida People's Choice is sponsored in part by Albin Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.
You have spoken, the people have spoken. People's choice for best outdoor activity goes to our great friends over at Albin Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens. Emily's the curator. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
What do you mean by curator exactly?
So as the curator, I am in charge of all of our collections for the museum. I install and organize all of our exhibitions as well as our educational programming.
A little bit of everything.
Yes.
She's the MVP.
That's right. I totally agree with that. Great location, literally walkable from the Winter Park Sunrail station.
Yes. We're a few blocks from Park Avenue as well, and we're right on Lake Osceola, so it's gorgeous.
Beautiful location, outdoor, lakefront. Describe the scene when I walk in.
So when you walk into our gallery space where we have temporary exhibitions. We always have docents and volunteers there to greet people. And then if you walk out the back door, you'll go out to our 3.5-acre sculpture gardens where we have covered picnic tables and over 50 sculptures by Albin Polasek, whose home and studio it was, as well as some other artists on property.
And not just for adults, though. You have some really great activities for kids.
We do, yeah. We always have scavenger hunts for the current exhibition, which right now is all inspired by play. It's from the Florida Sculptors Guild. And we have a kids scavenger hunt through the sculpture garden. It's designed for children, but adults love it as well.
Tell me about the ability for artists to actually go there and literally just pay an admission and they can go paint outside.
Yeah, so we welcome plein air artists. They just pay the admission fee and then they're welcome to set up on the property and paint. We do ask a lot of times if you just let the curator know, so I'm aware that there's somebody out there, but we always welcome plein air artists.
You're involved in the Winter Park Paint Out, I believe, which is, I believe, in April?
Yes, it's last week.
Tell me about that.
So it is our largest fundraiser. It's a week-long event. We have about 24 artists from all over the country. A lot of them are local. And they come and they paint throughout our garden and Winter Park the entire week. And as soon as the painting is done, it goes up for sale in the gallery. So really what I do that week is I'm in charge of all the artists, keeping them up to date on what's happening, as well as making sure we know where everybody is.
Obviously, summertime, a lot of parents are trying to entertain their kids. School is out. Can you think of a better way to really show a kid something outside of jumping on a trampoline. I mean, what is it like for not just children, but families together coming to see you guys?
So we have a lot of families that'll come. We always tell people to bring a picnic because of those covered picnic tables. We have some members who come bring their kids, and you'll just see kids running around in the garden playing. We have Adirondack chairs in the shade that the parents will sit, and the kids will explore the sculptures and look at the lake, play outside. So it's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful place.
And can you imagine being a mom or dad or both and taking the whole family there? You hit the sunrail, go visit you, have a picnic there in your gardens, and the price is going to be less than going to a movie. I mean, it's really affordable for families. But I think for me, more than anything, it's really showing off art. I mean, this is something real. This is history right here. How did this become a museum?
So Albin Polasek was a Czech-American sculptor. He came from what's now the Czech Republic, and he built the house starting in 1949, moved in 1950. 1961, he and his second wife, Emily, created the foundation, which essentially made it a museum. So when she passed away in 1988, the foundation took over, and we're now part of the National Trust's Historic Artist Homes and Studios. There's only 2 of us in Florida. We're a National Historic Site, so it is a lot of history and Albin's legacy as well.
What else can I see? Did I forget anything? Because there's so much to see.
There's quite a bit. We have the gardens, of course, our exhibition gallery, and then the historic home, which was Albin's original studio and where he lived. So we do guided tours of that as well.
Unbelievable. Emily, great job. Keep up the hard work. Thanks for
Thank
taking a few
you.
minutes. I know
Of
they
course.
keep you busy over there. Thanks for taking care of the people of Central Florida. Really, you're doing a fantastic job. Do yourself a favor. You need to go visit our friends. An outdoor activity, I can't think of really anything better, and really right down the street. You can take
The following Best of Central Florida Justin's Choice is sponsored in part by Cape Crossing Resort and Marina and Sophila Radio and Television Production.
And finally today, it's time for Justin's Choice. And Justin's Choice for my favorite part of the show, too, by the way. I have to throw that in there. My choice today for best outdoor activity goes to Cape Crossing Resort and Marina. Very happy to be joined by Ruby, the GM, and Brian, the GM of the restaurant.
How we doing?
Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
It's not, this isn't a place to go. This is a destination. Tell me about Cape Crossing.
Cape Crossing Resort and Marina is a wonderful destination. We have everything that a hotel has, but it's more than a hotel, it's more than a restaurant, it's more than boat rentals. It is just that, a destination for everyone, and it's very family friendly.
And this is quite a development over there too. This isn't just a hotel where there's so much to do, so much going on. When I get there with the family, what all activities do we have?
With our boat rentals, there's a lot.
Yeah.
So we have like 8 pontoon boats of all various sizes. So depending how large your family is, from 8 to 10 people. You could even take the family dog with you. Our property is very pet friendly. We have kayaks, paddle boards. We've got 2-seater Craig Cats. They're fantastic for sightseeing or fishing, and we even provide some fishing poles and bait.
Was that right? Well, talk to me about how this concept really happened. From concept to now, how did this all come about?
Well, the concept started about 2014. And it was a little bit of a challenge because we took on a property that was an old historic property, had been there quite a few years, known as Tingley's Fish Camp and Marina and RV Park. And it had gotten into a dilapidated state, unfortunately. And so we wanted to give it new life. They looked at the property and they said, okay, we're gonna do this. We're really gonna bring it back to a whole new family-friendly concept for everyone to enjoy. And so when they did that, they had to deal with 7 different government agencies.
Wow.
So they wanted to do everything right. We're dealing with old septic tanks, derelict boats. We're dealing with old concrete pads from the RV park. So we had to look at the way we were going to handle those things in the demo and initial construction to make sure that our environment is protected and the Indian River Lagoon, which is extremely important to us.
Of course, absolutely. Now, and if you're at Cape Crossing and you need a drink or a bite to eat, there's really no reason, Brian, to leave the property.
Yeah, you don't really have to go anywhere else.
Tell me about the restaurant.
So I came on the project and they had built this massive tiki hut, an absolutely beautiful tiki hut. It's the largest one in Brevard County.
Really?
Yeah,
I love a good tiki hut.
Who doesn't?
Yes.
Exactly.
Saw the tiki hut and the idea was kind of do a Polynesian flair. So we base everything on fresh fish. Everything's done from scratch. Everything's local. So we are a full from scratch kitchen. Tried to do everything as local as we possibly could. You know, Kreiderman's around the corner. They do our burger blend for us. We get all of our fish from the port and do everything in house. So
unbelievable. Drinks outside as well, I hope?
Oh yeah, we've got a 30-seat bar with custom cypress and epoxy inlaid countertops. Massive bar, a lot of drinking.
Yeah, I guess I can't describe just how amazing your resort is, and it's the type of place you can go to, and there's no reason to ever leave the resort. Not one of these massive, like go down to the Dominican Republic resorts, but everything is right there. Tell me about the accommodations.
The accommodations are fantastic. It's not a bed and a bathroom like a typical hotel. You get a 3-bedroom townhouse or a 3-bedroom condo, which is direct waterfront. So you've got room for your entire family, up to 8 people, and the pet. And you're comfortable. You've got full kitchen, lots of amenities in the units. So, not everybody wants to spend all their time inside, but for the times that you do, at the end of the day, it's a lot of fun in the sun, and even into the evening, you're only steps away from your
What kind of events should I do out there?
We've got live music at the restaurant. We've done a little bit with that. We had a band that came in and played on one of the boats from the canal, which was very exciting, very fun to do. And one of the most exciting things that we have going on the property right now is the bioluminescence. Are you familiar with bioluminescence? No. So basically, it's a chemical reaction that happens with a living organism. So the fish and there's little things in the water, and it's like this neon phenomenon that happens in the water. It just lights it up. Wow. So you can see the fish going through the water and they're like neon. You can run your hand through the water and it's like neon. And so we've now started our bioluminescent kayak guided tours, and we do those nightly. So that's a very exciting thing. It's not year round. You have to be there when it's happening, and it's happening right now.
Ruby, Brian, excellent job. Keep up the great work out there.
Thank you.
Amazing what you're doing, and do yourself a favor. For an outdoor activity, Cape Crossing Resort and Marina is fantastic. Makaila, excellent work today.
Thanks.
I'm ready to go outside. Are you?
Me too. We got a lot of fun places
We have a lot of
at.
places to hit later this week, and I'm ready to do it. Are you?
Yes.
Excellent job as always. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us every week here on Best of Central Florida. Hit record series now. Special thanks to our WKMG-based crew. We love you guys, especially today. They were pretty awesome. We kind of had to pivot a little bit,
Just
right?
a little.
That's okay. We'll see you next week for more Best of Central Florida.
The preceding Best of Central Florida program was sponsored in part by Kayaking St. Augustine, Albin Polasek Museum and Sculpture Gardens, Cape Crossing Resort and Marina, Dime Medical Artistry, Pontoon Landing Resort and Marina, and Sophila Radio and Television Productions.